The concept of burning the bridge involves a critical process of self-honesty and direct communication. It requires acknowledging and addressing the manipulative patterns and lack of integrity that can emerge in the process of ending relationships. When you decide to end a relationship but you keep on coming back, it is essential to openly admit that your actions have been driven by underlying anxieties, fears, and emotional dependencies. This means being transparent with yourself and your ex-partner about the fact that your recurring attempts to reconnect are not rooted in a genuine desire for the relationship, but rather in a need to alleviate your own emotional distress. Such distress often manifests as anxiety, panic, and fear of abandonment, which can lead to immature and self-sabotaging behaviors. While the desire for emotional security and connection is natural and human, the problem arises when you seek to fulfill these needs through a relationship that you inherently know is unhealthy, non-reciprocated, or unsuitable for you. This requires a suspension of reality, as you are trying to derive comfort and safety from a source that ultimately cannot provide it in a healthy manner. By burning the bridge, you are making a conscious decision to end this cycle of emotional dependency and game playing. This involves clear and honest communication with your ex-partner, setting firm boundaries, and taking steps to manage your own emotional needs. We often find ourselves caught in a cycle of confusion, oscillating between wanting to stay in the relationship and wanting to leave. This indecisiveness stems from our inability to let go and manage our own emotional needs. We convince ourselves that maybe we do want to be with this person, only to change our minds repeatedly. This vacillation keeps us stuck because we haven't fully accepted the challenge to learn to take care of ourselves without relying on the relationship for emotional stability. The phenomenon of oscillating between wanting to stay and wanting to leave can be understood through the lens of attachment theory, self-identity, and emotional dependency. Our early experiences with caregivers shape our attachment styles, influencing how we relate to others in adulthood. People with anxious attachment styles may feel a strong need for closeness and reassurance, leading them to cling to relationships even when they are unfulfilling. Conversely, those with avoidant attachment styles might struggle with intimacy, causing them to pull away. This push-pull dynamic creates confusion and indecisiveness. The fear of being alone or abandoned often drives individuals to stay in relationships even when they are unhappy. This fear can stem from deep-seated insecurities and a lack of self-worth. The relationship, despite its flaws, provides a sense of security and identity, making it difficult to let go. Many people rely on their partners for emotional validation and stability. When our sense of self-worth is heavily dependent on our partner's approval and presence, leaving the relationship feels like losing a part of ourselves. This dependency creates a cycle where we convince ourselves that we want to stay, only to later feel the need to leave when our emotional needs are not met. The internal conflict between wanting to stay and wanting to leave can create cognitive dissonance. This psychological discomfort arises when we hold two conflicting beliefs or values. To reduce this discomfort, individuals may oscillate between the two choices, unable to commit to either fully. Our identities are often intertwined with our relationships. As we grow and change, the relationship may no longer align with our evolving self. However, the fear of losing a part of our identity that has been shaped by the relationship can make it hard to leave. Accepting that we can grow independently and manage our emotional needs is a challenging but crucial step. Believing in our ability to cope with life's challenges by ourselves is essential for making decisive choices. If we doubt our self-efficacy, we may cling to relationships as a source of support and stability, even when they are detrimental to our well-being. In essence, the cycle of confusion and indecisiveness in relationships is rooted in our attachment patterns, fears, emotional dependencies, and struggles with self-identity and self-efficacy. Breaking free from this cycle involves introspection, building self-worth independent of the relationship, and developing the confidence to meet our own emotional needs. Therapy can be instrumental in helping individuals understand these dynamics and cultivate healthier relationship patterns. By learning to self-regulate and provide for our own emotional needs, we can move forward with clarity and confidence. Letting go of the relationship becomes possible when we trust in our ability to manage our own well-being. This self-reliance is crucial for achieving emotional independence and fostering healthier relationships in the future. By incorporating the following techniques into your daily life, you can learn to self-regulate and provide for your own emotional needs. Trusting in your ability to manage your own well-being will empower you to let go of unhealthy relationships and move forward with clarity and confidence. Practicing mindfulness helps in becoming more aware of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. This increased self-awareness allows you to recognize patterns of emotional dependency and indecisiveness. Techniques such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, and journaling can help you stay present and understand your emotional triggers. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding as you would offer to a friend. This practice helps in reducing self-criticism and building self-worth. Engage in positive self-talk, acknowledge your achievements, and forgive yourself for past mistakes. Self-compassion fosters a sense of inner security, reducing the need for external validation. Establishing clear boundaries is crucial for maintaining your emotional well-being. Learn to say no to things that do not serve your best interests and protect your time and energy. Boundaries help in defining where you end and others begin, promoting a sense of individuality and self-respect. Building self-efficacy involves developing confidence in your ability to handle life's challenges independently. Start by setting small, achievable goals and gradually take on more significant tasks. Celebrate your successes, learn from setbacks, and keep pushing yourself to grow. Engaging in new activities, learning new skills, and taking on responsibilities can significantly boost your self-efficacy. Therapy or counseling can be instrumental in breaking free from cycles of emotional dependency. A mental health professional can help you explore underlying issues, develop coping strategies, and work through unresolved emotional pain. Therapists can also provide guidance on building healthier relationship patterns and improving your overall mental health. Healing toxic relationship patterns is a very personal journey, and this is one of the steps that we need to muster up the courage to engage in if we have a pattern of on and off relating. One effective way to burn the bridge in a problematic relationship is to have an honest and direct conversation with your ex-partner. This involves admitting that when you reach out, you're often behaving like a dishonest salesperson, trying to convince them to rekindle the relationship. This behavior can escalate to the point of begging and pleading for another chance. You may find yourself repeatedly calling and texting until you get a response, or vice versa, where your ex-partner does the same to you. In these situations, both parties are engaging in dishonesty. By burning the bridge, you are committing to transparency and integrity. This means openly acknowledging that your attempts to reconnect are driven not by a genuine desire to be with them, but by a need to alleviate your own distress, anxiety, and fear of abandonment. Telling your partner directly, "I'm out of integrity and being dishonest. I don't really want to be with you. I'm just using you to manage my emotional turmoil," is a courageous step. This level of honesty helps break the cycle of dependency and emotional manipulation, paving the way for both individuals to move forward healthily and independently. And here is how it might all sound if you want to keep on being courageous and honest. Even if we both consciously decide to end our relationship, and we do so with clarity and maturity as adults, I will inevitably interpret this as a personal rejection, which I find unbearable. Because I struggle to be direct and honest with my feelings, I will continue to expect you to take care of me emotionally. By sharing this with you, I am exposing my dishonesty. When I repeatedly ask to get back together, send texts saying I miss you, or suggest we meet for coffee, I am being dishonest. These actions are not driven by a genuine desire to work things out, but are instead rooted in my inability to handle my own emotions. I am attempting to pull you into a delusion, constructing a false narrative that sustains our unhealthy cycle. Our relationship has been characterized by this pattern of dishonesty for months or even years, with an on-again, off-again dynamic. I recognize that this is unsustainable and I can no longer continue this way. By admitting my lack of integrity and my manipulative behaviors, I hope to break free from this destructive cycle. When I reach out to you with grand declarations of adoration, professing how much I love and need you, it is a manifestation of my own neediness rather than an authentic expression of my feelings for you. I struggle to manage the depths of my own neediness, and in projecting this onto you, I hope that you will collude with me in this emotional game. This behavior is not truly indicative of a deep, genuine love or desire to be in a relationship with you. We have been through this cycle before, which reveals that we lack the necessary skills to maintain a healthy relationship. We are in denial about our inability to end this cycle, distracting ourselves with the false hope that we can change or develop these skills. This is a diversion from the truth. We do not possess the capacity to end this relationship maturely and definitively. By recognizing and admitting this, we can begin to break free from this destructive pattern. Underlying this behavior is my attachment anxiety and stress, driven by a deep-seated fear of being alone. When I am alone, it triggers feelings of abandonment that stem from my past attachment traumas and injuries. These abandonment feelings become activated, and in those moments my actions are not about genuinely wanting to rekindle our relationship. Instead, I am attempting to manage the overwhelming activation of my attachment trauma and abandonment wounds. When I reach out to you, it is not out of a sincere desire to be with you, but rather a desperate attempt to alleviate my own discomfort and anxiety. I seek you out to feel safe and reassured because I am unable to face these feelings directly or address them independently. Moreover, I struggle to find a secure, loving partner who possesses the skills necessary for a healthy relationship, and with whom I can practice these skills. This pattern highlights the need for personal growth and self-care before pursuing a new, healthier relationship. Despite recognizing the unhealthy nature of our relationship, I am likely to text you tonight, pursuing and seeking out the temporary comfort of your response. Even a remote suggestion that we might try again provides a fleeting sense of relief. However, within days or weeks, we both know that we are not truly compatible, yet we continue to engage in this cycle. We play this game, knowing it is not sustainable, but unable to break free from the momentary comfort it provides. Burning the bridge requires transparency, acknowledging that your attempts to reconnect are driven by a need to manage your own attachment distress and anxiety, rather than a genuine desire to resume the relationship. By being open about this, you can stop the cycle of reaching out to your partner in moments of anxiety. In conclusion, to truly burn the bridge, it is essential to be honest and clear about your underlying intentions. This involves setting firm boundaries, blocking each other on your phones, deleting contact information, blocking each other on email, and ceasing all forms of communication for at least 6 months. Communicate directly to your partner that they should stop taking your calls and messages, emphasizing that your attempts to reconnect are insincere. I hope this video helped. Thank you for watching.